We got Kid Austin, ranked number 2 with the WBA. Big knockout over this past weekend, joining the PorterWay Podcast for like the 3rd or 4th or 5th, 100th time now, man. First of all, we want to say thank you and congratulations on the fight this weekend.
Thank you, brother. I'm glad to be here.
Listen, I'm going to get it going.
You going? I got something for him.
Go.
How Shawn gonna go train with Shakur like that? That was fucked up.
What?
What the hell? That's how you gonna start it off?
That's how I'm starting off.
Hey,
How Shawn gonna go train with Shakur
he don't
like
get away with that. He don't get away. Kid Austin, let him know. Regardless of if he wouldn't train with him, you went and did a camp, a full camp with this guy. So you got some other experience. Way before people really saw how hot you were in the ring with Shawn Porter in camp, getting ready for the Terrence Crawford fight. I was there. I saw it. So you got more experience. Don't listen to this guy.
I'm glad I got backup here. Did you hear what Antt said?
I didn't hear nothing he said.
All right, yeah, go ahead, Antt. Go ahead. You want to do it? Do it.
How Shawn gonna go train with Shakur like that?
Oh, nah. When I seen that, I was kind of like, because it's boxing. So when I seen that, I was like, it is what it is. I don't think I didn't think too much of it, to be honest. Like, I was just like, it's boxing, but people could train who they want to train with. I feel like if Shakur needed to bring in Shawn.
Oh, hell no.
He said,
that's what I want to hear. Dad, where you at? Where you at, Dad? Oh, hell no. That's my guy. I'm telling, look, let me hear.
My man, my guy.
This is his opinion, not mine.
No, it's your opinion too, brother. You just not old enough yet. Shawn, you got kids. If your son was having a fight and your son could die in that ring, and somebody you considered a friend in boxing gonna go help the enemy that's potentially trying to kill my son, and this is my friend helping him. So that was my view on it. I know you didn't mean it that way, but me being from Brooklyn, we got a different culture when it comes to friendship. And you could still spar with Shakur after they had their fight. If you wanted to work because of your relationship. That's the only reason I seen it that way. It was just like, damn, Shawn could at least call me before he said, would you be offended from this? I'm thinking about going in here with him.
Ain't calling you.
Y'all having a fight.
Y'all done got him started.
Ain't calling you.
It ain't started. It's just as a man.
Ain't calling you.
He wouldn't want. Come on, it just looked like,
I ain't calling you.
Kill my son in the ring, and you going and helping him?
Hold up, man. Let me say this. Dying is not the first thing we think about in the ring. It ain't the second thing we think about the ring. It ain't even the third thing we think about in the ring. We don't think about dying in the ring. We understand that that's the ramifications that come with boxing, but we don't think about that. That's just, disclaimer. So don't come in here talking about he trying to kill my son. And let's keep it real. Shakur ain't really trying to kill nobody. Shakur trying to outpoint you.
The guy's really training, and a person could die and they'll get brain damage.
So
he is taking something out of the body.
So the sexy
friend going to help the guy get ready to do this to my son.
You didn't
mean it like that, but that's why I took it that way. Like,
that's why he.
I have a question.
But the sexy thing about it, for me.
Just was there supporting because he looked up to you since he was a kid.
I get it, but hold up though, and we're gonna let this go. But the sexy thing about it is Shakur's been asking me to spar with him since like 2018. And I was in camp, I'm getting ready to do my thing, and he walked into the gym, asked me when we gonna work. I'm like, dog, I'm like 3 or 4 weeks away from a fight. I ain't trying to spar with you. That's 2018. He saw that I was sparring with somebody and said, oh, here's my chance to spar with Shawn Porter. It just happened to be a coincidence that he signed to fight y'all. I ain't going there with the mindset to be Schofield, and he didn't bring me in with the mindset, I'm getting ready for Schofield. This is great work. The dude loves the sport, and he wanted to be in the ring with me.
Who they say Shawn fight like? So he's getting ready.
Shakur knew what he was doing.
Why would he get experience from the guy that's the most similar?
Hey, wait a minute. There might be some truth to that. But here's the question I got, though. Were you there to actually help him, or were you just doing a one spar a day? Because sometimes I know you do a spar with one person.
I sparred 5 rounds with Shakur. After the 4th round, I was done. And he said, come on, champ, one more. And I said, all right. And then the coach that was in my corner was like, "Hey man, don't let him talk you into another."
You only did one day?
Just one.
Just one day? Oh, okay, it's not the same.
Like breaking up, it's staticky.
Y'all coming back in?
I'm join on the phone.
It's hard to hear y'all.
Okay. Come on back in. Look at this.
We had to get out the room. Hey, my mom told me to face stuff head on. Fast way through a storm.
Your mama ain't here.
Hey, shut up. Hey, my mom told me to face stuff. But real talk, Shawn, what you're doing is you're the next generation. You're a previous generation for these guys. You're big bro.
Yeah.
I think if anybody asks you to come spar, Shawn, you've been in there with boots. I've seen you in there with a lot of cats.
I've been in the ring with. Literally as a pro, as a fighter in the ring, in the pro ring, I've been in the ring with everybody. As an amateur, in the ring with everybody, and even in training, I've been in the ring with literally everybody.
I knew the way the dad, especially the dad, felt too.
Yeah,
not probably like Kid Austin, but I know the dad felt away. I just wanted to address that.
Yeah, well, I enjoyed the way that they came at it because
number one, that's the past. I was just telling my view at that moment.
Yeah,
because we passed that already. That was months ago. I'm not feeling that way now. No, I wouldn't have said nothing about this interview. I wouldn't agree to it.
Okay,
so
you're gonna bounce now,
right?
That's
what I was feeling then, like, yo. But I know you didn't mean it from that because we still gonna knock Shakur out.
Yeah, Shakur.
So it don't matter who Shakur get in there to help.
What gonna happen? Say it again. I want to hear it again.
What you gonna do to Shakur?
Huh? What he gonna do? I want Dad to tell me what you about to do.
No, don't bring Dad back.
I want to hear what he said he gonna do. That's entertaining.
Hold up. You good? You got us?
Say that again?
I said you good? You got us?
You can hear?
Nah, it's breaking up bad. Yeah, it's like breaking up bad.
Why don't y'all go in the house? Y'all trying to create this scenery and this ambiance. Go in the house.
Yeah, I'm in my house.
You ain't in the house.
Let me disconnect from the Wi-Fi.
Why your house look like a hotel lobby?
They got too many windows.
They got a look they're going for.
He thought I was outside in the jungle or something, huh?
Yeah, they got too many windows.
I think he hear you.
All right, listen, let me say this real quick. Let's try to get as much in as we can.
I'm just saying that's how I felt at that moment. That's it.
Schofield, listen, man, when everything went down with this fight that you were supposed to have with Shakur, I said, I don't know how he's going to come back from this. I don't know what this looks like. I don't know what the trail is going to be. And you guys came back with a big bang. So I wanted to say congratulations to that.
Thank you. I had something to prove.
And furthermore, how did you get connected to be on this Jake Paul card, being as you with Golden Boy?
Man, it was you said how did I come to be on the Jake Paul card?
Yeah.
Truthfully, just Oscar hit us up and they when we went to meet him in Vegas, find out if we was fighting Lucas Body or who we were gonna fight. They was like, we're just gonna throw you on the Jake Paul card. So I was like, all right, cool. So that's when, we were trying to figure out the opponents and it just stuck, since then they just threw me on the card, and I'm grateful to be on a Jake Paul card because Jake, whether you love him or hate him, people gonna tune in. So it was good to, have all those eyes on me that night.
That was what I took away from your fight. I felt like it was just a perfect prime performance on a prime, MVP card. And when it came to preparing for Tevin and seeing how Tevin's been doing pretty well in his recent fights, did you expect that thing to happen the way that it did so early in the fight?
Man.
I mean, my dad did. Me, I thought Tevin, personally, watching him and studying him, knowing he's a vet, I thought he was going to take me to the 5th round and then I knew I was probably going to pick it up and end up stopping him later. But in the first round, because when I hit him with the first shot, I was like, all right, cool. Maybe that was a flash knockdown. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. So as you see when I'm coming out, I'm going to go back to my jab. Well, my dad said, get on him. So when he said, get on him, I get on him. I see Tevin's not ready.
Yeah.
So after that second knockdown, I knew there was a possibility that I could end the fight if I hit him just one more time after the ref let him continue. And I did, and they stopped it. I swear, I told my dad, I said, it don't even feel like I fought this weekend. It hasn't even hit me yet that I stopped Tevin Farmer. Yeah. It still has not hit me. I swear when I watch the fight, it just feels like I beat up a random black guy. I'm being for real though. It feels like I haven't fought. It's weird. I can't process it.
Hold on. That's that hypnotizing, Shawn. That's that good hypnotizing we did to him. He not in the ring. When he came back in that ring, he started crying. Just for instance, people gonna laugh, Shawn.
I wasn't crying.
I'm gonna tell you, people gonna laugh at this situation, but I give you, so y'all don't think I'm crazy. I give y'all something that the Bible say happened. When Jesus told Judas to go to do what he had to do, Judas said no. Jesus gave him a piece of bread. The Spirit jumped in him. Judas went and done what he done. When Judas realized what he done, he hung himself. The money didn't matter with betraying a friend. Hypnotizing matters because the subconscious is what's running in that ring. So he wasn't in that ring. The programming was in that ring.
Yeah.
So I knew we was knocking him out. The same way I'm telling y'all, we'll knock Shakur out within 3 rounds. Damn. Easy. And it's so easy.
It's personal with him, so.
And Tank will stop Tank. Easy. And people think I'm crazy. They've been saying it, Shawn, forever. Look what he did to somebody who wasn't stopped in 13 years.
Hey, Pops.
2-time champion in 13 years.
Hey, Pops.
That's not away like it's nothing.
Hey,
nothing.
Pops.
He didn't even break a sweat.
Hey, Pops. That's not Shakur Tank, though.
Shakur is easy. Who did Shakur fight to become great?
Y'all had him.
Give me 1 A level. 1. Come on now. Give
sit
me
down,
1.
Pop. Sit down.
I'll wait for any of y'all. I'm not even gonna ask you. So all I'm saying is, and I'm not discrediting him. We fighters. We this is what we do. He's a 3rd generation. This is all we know. So we know a different cloth of fighting, not you two fighting. That's Top Rank built marketing. That's what y'all seeing. He is not like that when it comes to fighting. When he get his jaw broke, he's not gonna want to fight. He's gonna grab. Trust me, he's not like that. None of them. The only one like that is Tank.
Okay.
Tank is the only one like that. And that's why I said I was gonna wait 2 years before Floyd fought Tank. But all them other dudes, the Devin, they can't take punches. I watched it out of my own eyes with him as a kid before he even got this body or the experience. They can't take punches, his punches. I even watched him beat Mason up so bad. I told him, yo, why don't you just work defense, Floyd? I just had to make him work defense with Mason. Then he went in there after that and beat up Mason brothers and everybody else. Floyd is on a different level. No fighter was programmed boxing. No school. All his life studying the 5 styles of boxing. Training with people like Shawn Porter, all these champions. No fighter in history was developed like that. Yeah. So when it comes to a level, he's the level. And we willing to prove it. I'm letting him fight him without his grown man strength. Y'all seen what he did to a grown man with no grown man strength. He's 22. I've been told him I'm trying to give y'all a chance. It's like tying one hand behind his back. Y'all can fight him now. So that's the chance I gave, and I'm backing it up every time. So people can't say I'm crazy. Somebody poisoned him and done what they done so he didn't get in that ring. People said I was crazy, but I got the text. I got the proof. I got the toxicology reports. I got the videos. So it's like, come on, the lawyers is all involved on every plane. So people can say what they want. I know from fact, and we'll prove it, Shakur can't deal with his power. Not saying he's not good. It's just a different type of power. Now, and that's what I'm saying. And we showed that on Tevin. Tevin haven't been stopped.
Dad, let me ask you this. That's the one thing that everybody talks about. They talk about the power. With the fight with Shakur, everybody said if he can't touch him with the power, he can't outbox Shakur. Are y'all prepared? Are you preparing him to do everything else that's needed in the boxing ring to beat somebody should that power not connect the way that you're used to it connecting?
I watched him spar Shakur. Shakur only landed 4 punches in 4 rounds.
Dad, I'm challenging you right now. I'm asking you a question.
I watched them 2 in the ring.
But
I'll tell you this on the 5 styles of boxing, Shawn. A wide stance, flat-footed fighter that jump out and use a straight line is not beating a switch fighter. In no way, shape, or fashion. They can't reset fast enough that a switch fighter can on the ball of their feet. The angles won't be there. So they're going to get caught every time. That Philly shell only works, but it don't work with a nigga right there. It only works with the nigga right there. So it's a science to boxing. It's one thing with top rank marketing, and it's another thing with somebody that was raised the science of boxing. He know how to destroy him. He know how to destroy everybody in that ring. There's only certain ways you can knock a man out. But you need the athleticism to get to those points. You need the switch stances and the angles to put yourself in a certain position. This is chess.
I gotta get y'all in the studio, Dad. I'm
gonna get Floyd on so y'all can talk. Then I'm gonna take the baby.
I got
my bad. I wasn't trying to take over or nothing.
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. I gotta get y'all in the studio though. Let me get Schofield on here real quick. Let me get Kid on here real quick, and then we gonna get y'all out of here. But we gotta get y'all in the studio. I gotta get him in the studio.
The energy.
Yeah. See, I had this man on a good.
I know.
Y'all gonna stress this man out.
I know.
I had him chill today.
My bad.
So you know your dad. You know how he's gonna move, but of course he gonna get out there.
Hey yo, so listen. So tell me this real quick. What's been the conversation since that big knockout? What's been the conversation between you and your dad, you and De La Hoya? You and maybe even MVP again. Like, what's the conversation? Y'all gotta be coming back soon.
Yeah, Oscar told me to get back in that gym. Well, he didn't say get back in that gym, but he said like something big will be coming in like 10 or 11 weeks. Yeah, they just want me. No, my dad said you got 1 week off.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess Oscar said I got one week off.
You gotta take the week
off. Get back to the gym like 10, 11 weeks.
Yeah.
And then but I'm used to that. So luckily I'm used to that. But that's all they told me. Really, they didn't give me none. That's literally all they said. You got 1 week off and right back to the gym. So I'm gonna take that 1 week like it's 5.
We won't be mad if you take that 1 week and come to Las Vegas and talk to us here. We ain't gonna be mad that you do that.
I mean, I'll be best because y'all internet suck.
Yeah. That's you.
Let them know. Let them know.
I got family in Vegas, so it would be good to see them too. So that would be good. That would be good live.
Did you couple more? You got anything?
Bro, you know, everybody was on your back and the world was on your back after that last incident with the Shakur fight. How did it feel after you got that knockout?
Man, it felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders, you know, like I'm starting to like everywhere I see, like I'm starting to see people who have podcasts, they was doubting me, you know, even with the Shakur fight. And even with the Tevin fight, but now they're like making videos apologizing. It's kind of like jumping on a bandwagon. And it's kind of good to see, but it's kind of like, you know, I don't want you jumping over here now because you had all that negativity beforehand. Yeah. But, you know, that's why I just was so emotional after the fight because it was like all the slander I went through, like the name being called. Like I'm in this sport to fight the greats. You know, I'm trying to be great. You know, the money, you know, all the belts, that's nice. But we in this like for legacy, so. It just kind of hurt me, like to see everyone like, cause I've been giving my all since I was a kid. You know, my dad was hard on me since I was like 5 years old, just strictly boxing. Every time I wanted to go outside, I couldn't even go outside. Like it was bad. So it was like, damn, everybody switched up on me when I gave my life to this sport. And I was serious. I really wanted to quit. I didn't tell my dad, but it was like, I really was like wanting to quit boxing, but I stayed in it. And, you know, I'm just happy. And I thank God, you know, I pray. You know, I'm praying to that Tevin will be okay. I'm just happy. I'm excited. Like I said, I still haven't processed it yet. And maybe it hit me one of these days, but I'm just thankful for God and, you know, my family for keeping me strong. So
yeah, you know, you just answered everything else that I have for you. That was my main thing. When I saw the emotion after the win, I said, man, I got to bring this kid on the podcast and I just gotta give him his flowers beyond the win, but I could tell that there was so much pouring out of you in that moment. It was like less than 60 seconds that you got down, and it seemed like that energy of that moment just all came, you know, to a crash right there in your face. And I could see that you were really emotional. And I just wanted to let you know that emotion, man, let it out. It was great that you was able to actually get in the ring and get it out in that way. And like I said, man, I look forward to bringing you out here to Vegas so we can do this thing and we can get in the ring again, big dog.
Hell yeah, that'd be good, man. That'd be good.
All right, big dog. Hey, yo, take it easy, man. God bless you, and we'll talk soon, all right?
Thank you, brother. I appreciate y'all for having me.
Hey, no, thank you for coming on.
Blessings.